Welcome to my channel Digital Challenge Academy with Rimanshu.
Welcome back everyone to day 41 of our practical exam masterclass. Yesterday, we completely sorted our formatting concepts in Writer. But today we are shifting gears to the absolute math engine of the exam, LibreOffice Calc. This is an explainer you do not want to miss, so let's dive right in and secure those marks. Now, if you've spent even 10 minutes in Calc, you know exactly this feeling. So many students end up losing incredibly easy marks just because of a tiny typing error that triggers those terrifying hash symbols and value errors. It causes instant panic in the lab, right? But don't worry. Today, we're going to decode exactly how to write bulletproof formulas so you never have to fear these errors again.
All right, moving straight into Assignment 1, Live Salary Sheet Creation.
To build a proper corporate payroll template from scratch, we absolutely need a logical, step-by-step approach. Listen closely. We always start with the basic salary. From there, it's all about auto-calculating the structural components. We add the house rent allowance, or HRA, at 40% and the dearness allowance at 15%. Then, we deduct the Provident Fund at 12%. And finally, we sum it all up to get the net payable. Having this clean, logical flow is exactly what the examiner wants to see on your screen.
And honestly, translating those steps into actual spreadsheet logic is way easier than you might think. Across your rows and columns, you literally just take your base value, say it's sitting right there in cell B2, and you apply your percentages directly in the formula bar. Doing this gives you a perfectly precise net payable output, completely eliminating any need for manual calculator work. Let's actually zoom in on just one of those calculations to really lock the concept in your mind. Take the Provident Fund deduction, for example. You simply multiply the target cell by 12%. You just type it out, equals B2 asterisk 12%. It really is that straightforward. Once you understand that every single allowance is just a simple multiplication, you'll finish this whole assignment in a matter of minutes.
Next up is Assignment 2, Advanced Nested If Logic. Now pay attention, because this is the exact task that filters out the top-tier S-grade students from the rest of the batch. I know exactly what you're thinking looking at this. Please do not be intimidated by this long, scary string of commas and parentheses. So many students just freeze up in the exam hall when they see this. But listen, a nested if function is simply a way of asking the computer a series of yes or no questions. It's really just a logical conversation with the software.
Let's break it down into a very simple logic block. First, you always start with the highest condition. If the score is greater than or equal to 80, the output is an A. If that is false, you just nest the next condition right inside it. Greater than or equal to 60 gets a B. Finally, you define the absolute false outcome, which is a C, and then you carefully close all your parentheses at the very end. Just follow this exact flow, and you'll be writing these complex statements without breaking a single sweat.
Moving on to troubleshooting, fixing common spreadsheet errors. Let me give you a super vital troubleshooting tip so you don't end up panicking during the lab test. Imagine you've written your perfect formula, you hit enter, and bam, a series of hash symbols completely blocks your cell. Your heart drops, right? You immediately assume your formula is entirely broken. But guys, in reality, it doesn't mean your formula is wrong at all. It simply means your spreadsheet column is physically too narrow to display the calculated number.
The fix for this is incredibly simple. All you have to do is take your mouse up to the top and double-click the cell boundary. That's it. It instantly auto-adjusts the width, revealing your perfectly calculated numbers right there beneath those hash symbols. It's a 1-second trick, but it totally saves your marks and keeps your stress levels at absolute zero.
All right, bringing us to our conclusion and homework, mastering spreadsheet precision.
Listen, spreadsheets are all about precision and consistent practice. So your immediate next step is to download the mock data sheets linked below this explainer. Open up your own LibreOffice Calc and try creating these 2 exact templates right now. And to keep up with all our batch updates, make absolutely sure you subscribe to the channel at Tech with Rimanshu. I'll see you all tomorrow for day 42, where we're going to tackle LibreOffice Impress practical layouts.
But wait, before I let you go, I've got a quick test for you to check your concepts. Drop your answer in the comments right now. What is the exact formula syntax to find the highest value in a cell range from A1 to A10? Think back to the fundamental functions we've discussed today. Keep practicing, stay totally focused, and I will see you in the next explainer.